Okay, so what's up, everybody? This is my first upload on this channel, on my Runescape channel. I do have other channels, so I sort of experience with uploading things like that. This is just going to be one of the mini series that I will have on my channel. This is gonna be just gonna be the Slayer Guide series. I plan on uploading quite frequently since I do play this game quite frequently. Um, as you can see, these are my stats. Going for 99 magic. Got bored after getting about 400k experience, and I was at 94, and just sort of left it there. But yeah, I'm not really worried about 99s at this point. If anything, I'd like to get 99 HP. I don't really care. Like I have a fire cape. I'm never gonna use the stupid never gonna use a skill cape. You know, sure, yes, it definitely is cool to look at. It's cool to have. It's a great accomplishment, but I don't give a fuck. So that'll happen eventually, especially when I have a bit more cash. I just spent about 6 mil on just a little bit of experience. I ended up destroying my Gano, so I had to buy new Gano. It was just ridiculous. So I'll probably just use Arams or something like that. Using Gano is probably a horrible idea in itself. I don't know why I use Gano to train magic and skeletons and stuff like that. But anyways, my channel. Like I said, I'll be uploading quite frequently. This is just going to be episode 1 of my Slayer series. I'll basically just choose a topic for every Slayer guide thing that I decide to put up. This one will just basically be what I want to do on my channel, my views on RuneScape, just sort of how long I've been playing, just my experience, you know, I guess my ideology of things that go on in RuneScape. I don't know, stuff like that. So my task here, as you can see, is Black Demons. I only have 75 left. I started the task, and then I was like, you know what? Why don't I just upload this one? I've been wanting to start. Well, I had started one before, and I kind of gave up halfway through just because. But I was just like, why not start a Slayer series, you know? So figured I would do this. So yeah, on this channel you can expect to see things such as giveaways. I do want to do giveaways eventually. I probably won't be doing money making guides, because I know I hate when people ruin my ways of making money and things like that. I have very specific ways that help me make money, and then I invest, which is why I only have like 7 mil right now, because I spent several million coins on investing into things for the bot nuke and stuff like that. And I also bought like a bunch of runes in Gano twice, as I just said. I had to buy Gano twice because I fucked it up, and then I had to use it for something else, and it's just, yeah. So you can expect to see a lot of bossing. That's what I really want to end up doing with my character to make some cash. I do have a very good group of people to boss with. My friends clan, they're the EOTS. Don't know what it stands for. Don't really care. But I'm in their Skype group, and they boss a lot, and they're all cool people. So I go there for them to boss with them. We make a good bit of money because they like to stay for a while and they like to get drops. And I don't like leaving places when I'm bossing without getting at least one drop. I will stay there for hours. I will continue banking until I get at least one drop. I refuse to waste money on that. It's not like I'm going to spend 5 mil worth of money on gear or anything like that. What the fuck? Did I not use my strength potion? But yeah, that's sort of how I see it. Don't really see the point in leaving without getting what you came there for. Sure, you could argue that you could make money in the amount of time that you stayed there not getting drops, but what I usually do, I have specific things that help me make a decent amount of money. I'm not rich by any means, but I could have easily bought full bandos by now, but like I said, I'm spending cash on other things at the moment. I was trying to get Herblore for a little while, and then I realized how ridiculously expensive it was, and I just didn't even bother, because there's no point in getting almost there and then, you know, almost having the amount of money that you need to get to extremes and just being broke for a long time. So I figured I'll just use my money to make more money, and then once I'm more stable, I can nicely get my my extremes and things like that. I might just, you know, stew up for it and stuff like that. So yeah, you guys can expect to see a lot of boss on this channel, a lot of Slayer, because that is one of my favorite skills to train. Magic is my favorite skill out of all of them, but it's not the most effective in most situations, and it's also not the most cost effective in just about every situation. So it kind of sucks. I have a friend that actually refuses to do melee. He got 80 attack, 80 strength, and 85 defense. Only 85 defense so that he could wear Gano. 80 attack and strength just so that if he did need to use melee, it would be relatively effective. So I think that's kind of funny, but I don't want to take that route only because he's actually loaded and I am not. So that's the difference between us. I'm going to activate my R right here. I get greater reverence for the next few days. That's pretty cool. Pretty excited for that. The EoC is coming soon. I I do want to say that I'm excited for it, but at the same time, they didn't execute it very well. I love the idea of it. Getting rid of specs, not so great, not so high on. I don't really agree with that. I feel like they could probably, if they really want to do something great, they could incorporate both special attacks and abilities into the game. That'd be pretty awesome. I would really enjoy that because the abilities already are pretty cool, but they just the way they implemented it, you got to sort of spam them, and it's just sort of really confusing and. There's just numbers popping everywhere, and you don't even know what they're for. You don't know which color is a crit, which color is whatever. I think crits are gold or something like that. But yeah, I don't like it. But hey, can't say shit that you don't know about. I give it a try every weekend, for a little while. But I feel like I don't give it enough of a try. I want to actually try and learn the system and get good at it. Let's see, what level would I be with the beta? I think 200. I think I'd be level 200. Or, wait, I'm not mathing properly. 190. Okay. Wait. One more try. It'd be 170. And then 6 and 4, 180. I'd be a level 180. Okay. I don't know why that gave me so much trouble, but I don't like the new leveling thing either. I'd prefer this over that one, honestly, because I was getting beaten by people that were like several levels lower than me in the duel arena, which didn't make sense. I would be in Torva and I'd be in Gano and they'd still be beating me. It confused me so much. There's some people where I just wouldn't even stand a chance. Like, you'd think, there's this guy in full Torva. I was using magic. I didn't hit the bitch once. Not once. And that battle lasted for, I'd say, a minute or two. And I didn't hit him once, which is ridiculous if you think about it. I mean, I'm using Mage. So that's kind of weird. I also don't like how they don't take prayer into account. It's kind of a little bit weaker. It only takes away 50% from monsters and stuff like that. Which I guess that's not too big of a deal, because it kind of takes the difficulty out of the game if you're able to just remove 100% of the damage done to you by these monsters that are supposed to be relatively difficult. Look at this, a level 172. That is supposed to be difficult. I'm not supposed to be able to I could sit here for hours and just kill hundreds of them, and not even break a sweat. It wouldn't even be a problem. I'd be making money off of it. It's kind of crazy. Sure, you could argue that it brings you good ways to make money and stuff like that, and it's how you train, but also, what confuses me is that jagex did not expect people to use bandits the way that we use it. We use them for training and things like that. And what's weird is they expected them just sort of be there. Like they didn't put that in the game as a training spot. But that makes me think, how do they really expect us to train? They don't expect us to train on low level things that we can kill quickly. They expect us to train on high level monsters. But killing high level monsters is so inefficient in comparison to killing low-level things that you can kill in seconds. So that's kind of crazy. Like, I don't understand what they really thought was going to happen, because that would take forever to train on things that aren't bandits and armored zombies and stuff like that. Rock crabs. Those people sit in camp. I camped that up to like 60 attack and strength or something like that. But yeah, that's kind of funny to see. So I hit 90 attack yesterday. I was pretty happy. I actually decided to quit the skeletons thing once I hit 90 attack, and I was like, oh, but I want to get this 95 magic, and I really didn't feel like it. I just stopped. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll high alch for the last bit. It's only a 90k. I can high alch that. It's like an hour and a half or something like that, so not too big of a deal. Botting is another topic I'd like to talk about. I do not bot. I have done it before. Did it for agility for only a little bit, just because I was at my friend's house. He had a bot on his computer. And he was just like, yeah, man, I do this all the time. And I was like, wow, dude, you suck. Don't do that shit. He's like, just try it. And, I was just curious. I did want to try it. I really did. So I was like, fuck it, why not? It's not like I was out fishing sharks or anything like that. I was botting agility because agility fucking sucks. What else did I bot? I think that was it. I think that's all it was agility. Yep. Or unless, was it fishing? I think I botted for 5 levels or something like that on the barbarians at the barbarian outpost, and I was just fishing trout and salmon. I was drop fishing them, so what I was doing, I didn't really affect anyone else. But still, you can argue that I'm now able to get money faster. But still, it was only for a couple hours, and I didn't do it ever again after that, because I wanted to play the game. I didn't want to sit there and watch some fucking program play the game for me. So if you do bot, I don't care. I don't care how you make your money. I do care, because that kind of affects me, but I'm not going to sit and rage over it. It really does bother me the way some people make money. Some people, gamble, which is it's kind of weird, the fact that people just sit on here to gamble with fake money, but do whatever you want. It's not like that really affects me. The gold farmers are what bother me. If you're farming your gold after you win it, or if you're scamming people, you know, that kind of sucks. But then again, it's also their stupidity. Like, if I really, like, if I scamming people, if I didn't feel like doing so many other things that made money, I would happily scam people. But that sounds horrible, but like I said, I'd rather be doing so many other things before I would do that. I'd rather go out and fight green dragons or blue dragons. I don't fight green dragons. It's pointless because the bots kill it, and blue dragons are so much more money. I'd rather go out fighting blue dragons and fighting black demons for cash and making unfinished potions and fishing, AFK fishing. That's how my fishing's so high, is I AFK fish. Isn't that impressive? I just sit and do homework or something like that while I'm fishing. Or if I don't feel like putting effort into the game, I'll watch TV. Well, not TV, but videos on my computer, such as, you know, just TV shows on the computer. And sit and fish. I'd rather do so many other things that make money than scam people. So if I ever don't feel like doing any of them, hey, maybe I'd do it once and then be like, okay, yeah, it's boring, I'm gonna do something else. But scamming people, I would never want that to be my main money maker. That's a little ridiculous, you know. That's a little excessive. There's so many other good ways and just sort of legitimate ways. You're not really hurting other people by doing it. I'd rather do that. But hey, it's a good way to make money, don't get me wrong. So if you do it, cool, nice job. Hope you're proud of yourself for making little kids cry. But do whatever you want. Luring, honestly, if they have such good equipment and they're stupid enough to go into dangerous clan wars where it tells you that your items are going to drop, or if they go into the wilderness with a rare and it tells you their items are going to drop, or if you get teleported. This one was actually a pretty clever one. I've actually seen someone try it on me, but I know how people scam, so I wasn't going to fall for it. It just seemed eerie. Like, if someone wants you to follow them, bank your shit. Why would some random person want you to follow them? This guy was just asking people, you know, people go around the Grand Exchange for drop parties and shit. I was just doing herb lore, and I was like, why not? You know, why not? So I banked all of my items, and I followed the drop party. He's like, best spammer gets 1 mil. Who cares? I'm bored of herb lore anyway. And I was the first person behind him. I kept spamming. I don't have an auto clicker. I just kept typing it, you know, follow, blah blah blah, and then a bunch of @ symbols. As much as I hate when people do that, I was just doing it. And when we got to the room, it was that room to the west of Varroc's West Bank. I don't remember what that building is called, but it's directly to the west of it. It's seconds away. But we were in a room there, and it was perfect size for the drop party. There's only a couple of us, and then he was just like, and the money to the best spammer goes to, and in my head I was like, well, it's obviously me. I was sitting here spamming the entire time, you know, more than the guy that he actually gave the money to. I didn't get the money. So right then and there, I was just like, that's a little weird, because that guy didn't really spam as much as me. He was the second one to the little following thing, but yeah, so I'm thinking it was his friend or something like that, right? So I was just like, whatever, fuck it, I don't care. So he was like, okay, now the job party starts. And everyone was like, yeah, spread out. And he was like, spread out. And he's like, actually, this room is too small. Let me teleport you guys to, where was it? He took us somewhere else. I don't remember where it was. But he teleported us there as a group teleport, as a safe teleport. And he was just like, alright, let's do it here. And then he was just like, you know what, actually I have a better idea. Let's do something else. First person to teleport gets 5M. So he teleported us to a safe place. Don't remember where that one was either. But he did tell the other to everybody. And then it was me and some other guy. I was the first person there, and I know it for a fact. And he was just like, I lagged. Couldn't really tell who won. And I was just like, And then he goes, alright, now we'll try it again. First person to teleport gets 5M. And it was Ice Plateau. And I was like, haha, there it is. You know, like, there's the scam. It teleports you to the wilderness, for those of you that don't know. And then people usually have teams of people camping down there. Which is, if you ever get a Steel or Iron Dragon task and you're trying to go down in that direction for your Steel or Iron Dragon task, don't do it, because there's people waiting there. There's assholes that do that. So you're better off just going to the, you're better off just taking the route from Relica and going north. So, yeah, that's that. I think I'm going to keep these videos around 15 minutes, because then I just end up rambling and talking about ridiculous shit that doesn't matter. Oh, I didn't even mention that I'll be doing, PvP. I'll be doing a lot of PvP too once I get a little bit more money. I want to buy a spec weapon, even though the spec weapon won't really matter for too long with the EoC coming. I'll get a spec weapon, a good spec weapon, and start doing some PvP. I do want to get into a clan. That's my ultimate goal, is to get into a good bossing clan and upload some really nice some really nice gameplay. I want to see how competitive this game can get with after the EoC. Maybe things will get really interesting. Maybe sort of World of Warcraft style, you know, with abilities and whatnot. I really like the concept of the EoC. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. That's a good idea. Getting rid of specs, they could have thought twice about that, but that's pretty clever, you know? That's pretty cool. Why not step it up? Why not update the game that has been here for so many years? You know, give us something new, a new experience. The problem with this community is that people sort of don't like things being new, which is dumb. People bitch over graphical updates. I would much rather have these amazing graphics, well, relatively good graphics, in comparison to the shit graphics that looked like they were 2D back in 2006 when I started. Which is, no, I started in 05, didn't I? It was late 05. But that's just like, why? Why would you complain about something like that? Like, the people that play Call of Duty don't bitch like, oh man, you upgraded the graphics, now I can actually see the clouds. Why would you do that? I loved it when everything was shitty because it was so nostalgic. No, there is no nostalgia factor if it sucks. If it sucks, change it. I don't care what you say. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But I could see why some people will complain about experience rates. Experience rates are so ridiculous now. You can definitely get skill capes really, really fast in this game. There's people that bot to their max cape, which I think is absolutely fucking ridiculous. If they have that, they're able to bot for several hundred hours to get their max cape, and they weren't caught. That's nuts. What are they doing? What's jagex doing with that? That's crazy. But hopefully now with this bot nuke, bot watch, and bot eBay, bot fucking orgy, whatever everything is, hopefully they can stop that, and we will not see people on YouTube bragging about how often they bot, and things like that. I think I just jumped topics like crazy right there, but whatever. So here the audio actually messed up, but basically all I did was, you know, say goodbye. Just saying, I guess if you enjoyed my content, then you can go ahead and look out for more. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe or like or favorite or any of that bullshit, because if you liked it, you will. So, there's really not much, there really wasn't much to say here, but I just didn't like the way I ended it. The audio kind of messed up, and then it was sort of a really lame outro. So I guess if you really want to see some more of this content, you can go ahead and just continue to look at whatever I have. I'll probably upload more than once in a day, several times, but yeah, I guess now you know what to expect. So, see ya.